treating the red corner representing Empire and the Sporting Club, Adam Flanagan. And in the blue corner representing Bath and the Sporting Club, Daniel Hillier. Hillier in blue, Flanagan in red.
So the sixth bout of the evening, and a real local derby, Bristol versus Bath, which is always keenly contested. Adam Flanagan from the Empire ABC against Daniel Hillier from Bath. Daniel in the blue headguard and Adam in the red, and they're going to go at it all guns blazing in the first 30 seconds or so, it looks like anyway. Flanagan just powering forward, continuing to do so, and Hillier just retreating and throwing back as much as he can, but just continually going forward, Flanagan. So Hillier maybe just has to wait until hopefully Flanagan wears himself out a little bit and the tempo drops a little bit.
That's right. As you can see, I mean, these are relatively new guys, novices, and defence not the priority at the moment. As you get in there with the nerves and the big occasion, everything you've learned in the gym just escapes you, nice, doesn't it? Yeah. So, you know, but both guys trying to box at range and having some success, nice accuracy here and there.
Flanagan just grabbed the initiative from the opening bell, didn't he? And he's not let it up yet.
That's right. It's one of the things with novices, whoever scores the punch wins. So as you can see, the Bath lad, I wouldn't be at all surprised if these are first bouters, Nigel.
Right. So just waiting to see when Hillier perhaps will plant his feet and stand his ground and maybe try and counter this, but at the moment he's just in constant reverse mode, boxing on the back foot, just trying to ward off his man who's just kept up this pressure. Fair play to him, just continually, but actually did take a big gulp of air there, so I think maybe the pressure beginning to tell, the effort beginning to tell on Flanagan, but he's still going forward, but the number of punches has slowed considerably in the last 30 seconds, and he's just feeling the pace now.
That's right, it's a lot of nervous tension there, Nigel. The big event, and sat back there waiting for a few hours now, waiting for it to come on. And it eats away at you, doesn't it? Nervous energy absolutely eats away at you. At the moment, the guys feel that there's nothing left in the tank. Yeah. But I'm sure they're fit, and the Empire and Bath have made sure they're fit. But like I say, you just can't account for nervous energy.
But at this stage, Adam Flanagan wouldn't like anybody reminding him that there are 2 more rounds to go, because he doesn't feel like he's got anything left.
That's right. It's that's all bad news. But
the good news is he must be in front after that first round.
I would say so. But like I say, 2 to go, and that's going to seem like, well, a couple of hours to these guys, I would imagine.
Because non-boxing people, non-sports people think, well, 2 minutes, that's nothing, is it? But it's exhausting work, isn't it, doing that?
You've got 2 minutes with some bloke trying to hit you. That's a different thing altogether. We're not doing a crossword, you know. This is hard game. But as I say, you've got to be 100% tip-top condition to be able to do this. Then take into account nervous energy, environment, all those things you've got to take into account.
How do you slow somebody up, though, with an incessant attack like that? If there's a flurry of punches coming your way, what can you do other than go backwards?
Well, broadly, it's side door. You know, it's typical nightclub mentality. Any trouble, side door, out we go. And the same thing as well, side door, hold, little bit of gamesmanship, as we saw from young Mabu earlier on, and just try and weather the storm, Nigel.
And he's been going constantly round to his left, so maybe just try and go the other way, perhaps.
Just try and fox the guy, you know, play toe tag with him a little bit, feint one way, shoot the other, and just frustrate the attack.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, Flanagan doing what he did in the first round, perhaps not quite as energetically, but he's still going forward all the time, throwing leather continually, just keeping his breath and hoping to make it to the sanctuary of the break between rounds 2 and 3. Be another big gulp of air from Flanagan. Maybe that should be the signal for Hillier to think, right, now I'm coming back at you. At the moment he's struggling to get into the fight. Still gamely there, but his opponent even though he's dominating him, he's definitely tiring, and now he should just be trying to pick him off, shouldn't he, on the counter?
That's right. I like to see nice composure from the Bath man. He's, they've obviously, had a torrid old time of it, but he's weathered the storm and he's thrown some nice straight shots. So credit to both of them. It's a tactical battle now because the strength and obviously the energy is not there. So it's all going to be down to who can score the cleaner shots, hold it together the most.
And you never know, come the final round, we may find that Flanagan hasn't got too much left, and that might be when Hillier comes into his own. But just seconds to go until the bell to end the second round. And Hillier goes back to his corner, having weathered that, not suffered any huge damage in terms of big punches, just the volume of punches that he shipped. But Flanagan again breathing in really, really deeply. But there's Hillier getting some advice. He can still come back into this in this final round, and just depends a little bit what Flanagan's got left. If Flanagan can recoup some of that strength during this brief interval between the rounds, then maybe he'll last the course. But he's like a marathon runner coming into the final straight, and he can see Buckingham Palace down the end of the Mall, and it's just all a bit of a struggle trying to get there.
That's right, yeah. It is, as we said before, professional boxing is the marathon, this is the sprint. And, we've not got 12 rounds to do the work. It's a fast old pace in there, Nigel, especially for the bigger lads. But I should make one note, isn't it great to see a competitive amateur boxer again from Bath City? Absolutely wonderful. They're doing a great job out there at Bath Uni and at Bath Boxing Club. And fantastic to see a resurrection in the sport in that great city. Yeah,
so what can Daniel Hillier do then in this final round? Again, it's Flanagan trying to go forward, but definitely not as on top as he was before, and now perhaps Hillier with that jab throwing it out can start to make some inroads a little bit. Hillier maybe just needs to plant his feet and just see what his opponent is made of, but he's boxing in well within himself and just picking off Flanagan now. Flanagan not throwing half the punches he was in the earlier part of the bout. A good defensive display by Hillier, just throwing out the jab, trying to keep it straight, just trying to ward off Flanagan. Flanagan, to be fair to him, is still making a big effort in this final round, but not surprisingly can't throw as much as he did earlier on in the fight. But the Bath man certainly much more in this than he was in the first two rounds, and just trying to pick him off if he can. Great effort from both boys. There's a good right hand from Flanagan. Finally got it back into his rhythm again and got a couple of good right hands that made it through the Hillier defence, and just finding his second or third wind now is Adam Flanagan in the closing stages of round number 3, the final round of this contest here at the Bristol Sporting Club. And Flanagan finally has got right back into the swing of it in the latter stages, finishing strongly, and fair play to him. He's expended an awful lot of effort, and he's kept going for 2 3/4 rounds at the same pace, really.
That's right. That might as well have been a 12-round title fight for these guys. I've just been told by Darren Sullivan, Western County senior coach, that is both guys' first bout.
Wow, that's fantastic then, isn't it?
It is superb. What a great effort. What a great effort. Well done, both guys.
Yeah, and let's do the cliche. Both of them are winners there. Let's see who the judges thought, though.
Well, gentlemen, a big round of applause. These boys are in the ring for the first time this evening. Come on! Well done, lads. And the winner by unanimous decision is Flanagan in the red corner.